Hi, I'm Wayne and welcome to Bassador Woodworking. Today we're going to disassemble and finish the belt sander. I have some leftover silver and some red paint from when I made a Tom Servo. So I'm going to use this as the primary paint colors. And then I will seal it all with a coat of water-based polyurethane. So I'm going to pull the pulleys off first and get those painted silver and let those have plenty of time to dry. And then I'll continue disassembling the rest of the unit. Any pieces that were going to be permanently attached, I glued and assembled prior to painting. That way the enamel would not affect the glue joint. I was having a lot of trouble with the red enamel. The silver went on in a nice smooth coat without an issue, but the red was very blotchy. The first can of red must have been older than the rest because the second can on gave me no trouble during application at all. I could then disassemble the rest of the sander, starting with the side and the front, followed by the motor, and then the center pillar. I could then glue all the joints that are going to be permanent and mount it back to its base. All the pieces now have their first coat of paint on them. That red enamel is very finicky to use, so I'm not even going to chance the polyurethane on it. I'm going to instead use a gloss sealer. The main reason I wanted to use an enamel was I don't want sawdust caking on and sticking to this, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do dust collection yet, so I wanted to give it as slick a surface as possible so that dust wouldn't gather on it. I'm not going to paint the center column. For one, I don't think it would really add anything to it. I'm also out of the silver paint, and I don't want to ruin the piece of mahogany by covering it in either red or silver enamel. I think instead I will just coat it in some paste wax so that the carriage can move smoothly on it. Now that everything is coated in what it needs to be coated in, I'm going to let all that stuff have plenty of time to dry. While it is drying, I will figure out the power switch. I'm just going to use a regular light switch. I just need to create a box for the power cord to run into and then for the power to run out of. I didn't want to install it in the same shell that the rest of the sander would be running in because I don't want this getting caked in sawdust. This little box will hold my light switch, and I have holes for power to run into it. I'm just going to paint this the same color as everything else, and then I can install the electrical once everything's dry. Everything's now dry to the touch, so I'm going to start reassembling and then wiring it for power. The sander's all wired for power. I decided against using a regular light switch because I remember I had these little toggle switches, so nice. It's all done. I'm incredibly happy with the way that this thing turned out. It came out way better than I could have even imagined it was going to come out. It seems to be very powerful, and it does shake quite a bit, but that's just, I need to tune some things up. I need to balance some things, but I'm incredibly happy with it. I still have a couple of things that I can do to kind of just improve it a little bit. Like I want to build a more robust tracking mechanism, but it seems to be tracking very true right now. It seems to ride right on the center of the crown that I put in the top wheel. I'm just not sure if that's going to stay the same if I put a different width belt on it. So that's a project for another day. I'm perfectly happy to just start using this thing. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with new projects as they are released. And until next time, thank you for watching.